What's up, everybody? How is everyone doing? I pray all is well. I pray that you are having a great day. I pray that you had a great day. I pray that you had an awesome day and that you were the solution to somebody's problem today. What is up, everybody? Hey, Charmaine, how are you? I hope all is well. Everybody, do me a favor. Do me a favor and go ahead and um, do me a favor and go ahead. All right. I need to make sure I can hear myself. Go ahead and share this, like this, tag folk in this. We're going to have a pretty intense discussion today. We really are. Um, hold on, I'm trying to hear myself. Hold on. All right. So, um, all right, sounds good. All right, good. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Okay, good. So, listen, go ahead and share this, tag, get this out there to as many people as possible. I am going to deal with something. And this is a trigger warning. I want to let everybody know at the onset. This is a trigger warning. This is a trigger warning. Blessings. Hey, PJ from Vegas. Hey, how are you? Hey. I was just out there in Vegas. Were you at the revival in Vegas that I just spoke at? Were you there? PJ Billingsley. I was just there, literally just got back on Sunday from Vegas. I preached for a revival out there, and it was absolutely amazing. So make sure that y'all do all of that. Share, tag, subscribe, do all of that. Yes, you were there. Okay, cool. Wonderful. It's hard to make out on the with the picture. Hey, Caritha, how are you? How are you? I hope all is well with you. All right, awesome. Um, this is a trigger warning, everybody. I'm giving everybody a trigger warning. This may trigger you. This may tonight's discussion may have an interesting impact on you. Uh, hey Jeff, what's up, man? Yes, you are. Um, um, so yeah, I want y'all to get ready for it. Um, and all of that good stuff. Listen, if you are in the Dallas area, let me get these out of the way. If you're in Dallas, I will be in Dallas next week, April 14th through the 15th for the Glory Hub tour. I will continue. We're continuing in. This is the address. Make sure that you RSVP. It is 100% free, and so just make sure that you RSVP so that we know how many people to expect. Also in Houston, the very week after that, we will be in Houston doing the Glory Hub tour. So make sure that you RSVP. Go to drchrismontgomery.com, drchrismontgomery.com. Go to events, RSVP for the events to let us know that you will be coming. The Glory Hub tour is free. So just make sure that you do that. All right. Cool beans. Did y'all share this? Did y'all do all of that? I see many of y'all on here. Give me those thumbs up. Give me those hearts and everything. I know it's late on a Tuesday evening. But this is going to be a much needed discussion. All right. So, anywho, are y'all ready for this conversation? Are y'all ready for this conversation? If you're ready, go ahead and put in I'm ready. I want you to go ahead and put in I'm ready. Go ahead and put in there, I'm ready. Go ahead and put in there, I'm ready. All right, there we go. I needed to make sure I do that. All right, I see you, Charmaine. Good evening, Brittany. How are you? Hope all is well. Good, 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 good. Y'all ready? All right, so tonight we are going to be talking about, and once again, on True Talk Tuesday, I just really give it to y'all real and raw, straight, no chaser, no fluff. Um, and we talk about real issues and real situations that are going on, not only just in the church, outside of the church, in the community, in everywhere. So around the world, right? Around the world. Yeah, I got to get this lighting right because I'm looking at myself and I don't like how this lighting is. But, anyways, hello, Pastor Gabby. I don't even know why I'm calling you Pastor Gabby. I've never called you Pastor Gabby, but I guess it's gonna be Pastor Gabby today. Uh, but it, Pastor Gayla, love you so much. All right, let's get it in. So once again, um, hello, Apostle Rose. How are you? Hey, everyone. Hey, everybody. I see all y'all coming in. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Um, but anyways, on True Talk Tuesday is where we just keep it raw. We just keep it real. And all of that. Um, so if you real churchy and all of that, this probably ain't the broadcast for you. However, we do discuss things in church, in the church, outside of the church, and we just keep it real with everyone. Hey, Kasim. Hey, son. How are you? Can't wait to see you in a couple weeks. Although I spent hours with you today via Zoom. But listen. All right. So today we are going to talk about the Masquerade. Absolutely. It's raw, uncut, and real on True Talk Tuesday. Um, we're gonna talk about the Masquerade, but I do need to address something really, really, really quickly. You know, it'd be a lot of people who after I go live, especially on True Talk Tuesdays, they love to hit my inbox. They love to slide in the DMs. Hey, Neva. They love to do all of that stuff. And then they love to try to tell me about myself, like what I did was not right and what I did was unholy, or I need to, whatever. And the truth of the matter is, anybody who follows my ministry knows that I keep things holy. I keep things honest. I keep things, real. I keep things truthful. I keep things respectful. I never dishonor or disrespect anybody. I am not that guy. I don't disrespect anyone. So the truth of the matter is, if you get offended by what I'm saying, it's probably because it is true for you. And hey, everybody, I see all of y'all. Everybody hit the heart button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the notification bell, subscribe, all of that good stuff. All right. So make sure that you're doing that. But anyways, there was people who, as a result from last Tuesday, slid like Nicodemus in the night into my inbox, telling me that what I did was wrong. I only, hey, Lasagna, how are you, daughter? Love you so much. Come on here, Apostle Eva. That's what I'm talking about, daughter. But they slid on in like Nicodemus in the night into my D to the M's and my inbox and requests. Ernest, I can't take it. Not the Nick at night. hilarious. I am so sad I missed y'all while I was in Vegas. When I come back out there, we're gonna have to make sure that we get it together. All right. And so while they slid on in my inbox, they wanted to, you know, tell me about myself. I know, Monica. They wanted to tell me about myself. They wanted me to, they wanted to tell me I shouldn't be talking about leaders, and I shouldn't, all I was doing was exposing leaders, and all I wouldn't do. How would I feel if somebody was to expose me? Number one, what I wanted to say was sit your nappy head tail down. That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't say that. I ain't say that. I said, well, no one will have to hey Joy, love you. No one will love you so much, granddaughter. Love you, love you, love you. So no one will have to expose me, because anybody that knows AC will expose himself. Okay. Everybody that knows AC knows that I will expose myself. Okay. I'll expose myself. You ain't got it. Ah! Monica, that's why I love you. So here's the thing. Look, Brittany is like, yes, you will. I'll expose myself. I will tell on me before anybody else tells on me. Okay. And so, hey, Reba, hey, love your daughter. And so what I wanted to say was sit your nappy headed tail down, but I didn't. I ain't say that. What I said was, number one, you won't have to worry about anybody exposing me, because Chris will always expose himself. Number one. Number two, Tamara, they are the ones who did this stuff publicly. They did it publicly in front of everyone, and we just simply discussed what was done. And if she would have listened, and this is how you know folk don't be really listening, because then what I wanted to say was, you didn't even pay any attention. So I wonder if you actually like did well in school. That's what I wanted to say, because it was like she wasn't listening to what I said. And so I wanted to know if she had a hearing issue or a hearing problem. I wanted to ask that, but I did not ask that. What I did say was, what I did do was say there was nothing wrong with a pray for me, baby girl, pray for me. And so you know, I said there's nothing wrong with the person. This I'm not coming for anybody as a person. I'm dealing with the spirit of, the character of, the event that happened, period. So you weren't even paying attention. Because what I wanted to say was, you messy and you're nasty, but I didn't say that. What I did say was, I encourage you to listen to all of my broadcasts and listen to the full context of what I wanted to, a full context of what I discussed. Because what I wanted to say was, you're gonna bust hell wide open, because the Bible talk about being a busybody and all of that, and a talebearer and all of that stuff. And so you just looking for a whole lot of mess. Tamara, you're just messy, full of mess, is what I wanted to say, but I did not say that. But I did say, the Lord bless and keep you is my prayer, and grace and peace be multiplied unto you. There was another person who went to one of these pastors' churches and came for me defending they pastor, which I can appreciate. Um, but I ain't even mess with that person, and I'm not going to keep talking to him. So this is what I want to say to everybody who likes to come to me and Nicodemus in the night. There is something that is there is a mechanism. There's a mechanism. There is an ability. There is a something that we can do in technology, and that is called copy and pasting. I wish somebody would type in copy and paste. Hey, Shamarian. Hey, sis. Come on, stir the pot, huh? Look, she's like, wait, now what the I know. Uh and so uh it's called copy and paste, right? Copy and paste. Come on, type that in. Copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. I just want to let everybody know, if you're gonna come in my DM crazy now, I don't even want to address you anymore. I'm gonna copy and paste what you say, and I'm gonna give you the platform on my timeline, because clearly you want attention. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you just want attention, so I'm gonna give you all of the attention that you want. I'm gonna give you all the attention that you need, and I'm gonna put it on my timeline and let the world have the conversation with you, because I'm not gonna have it. We just gonna copy and paste. So slide at your own risk, because you're gonna slide right in my DMs onto my timeline. You're gonna slide a little bit too far. It's gonna be is just right onto the timeline, and then everybody gonna see what you said, and then everybody gonna have a conversation with you. She said, "Don't slide unless you're ready to ride." That's all I'm saying, Shamarian. Tell them. Uh, and you know I will. And you know I will. So come on and slide through if you want to. You're gonna slide right on through, right on the timeline. All right. That's all I'm saying. All right. So, anywho, that's what I wanted to say, because folk had stuff to say about what I said last week. Y'all could go back and watch what I talked about last week. Y'all will see that I believe that I was honorable in everything that I said and did, and move from there. Thank you, Lord. Um and so yeah, y'all just yeah. Anyways, y'all make sure that y'all tag, share, subscribe, and do all of that. So just go back and watch last week's True Talk Tuesday, and y'all will see what we were talking about and everything like that. Today, I'm going to talk about the masquerade. I'm going to talk about the masquerade in ministry. I'm going to talk about just the masquerade period. Um, um, yeah, I could have said a whole lot more, but I didn't. And I'm not going to give it any more time, because some people just ain't work. Do you know that you only have a certain amount of breaths on this earth? Did you know that you only have a certain amount of breaths on this earth? And some people just aren't worth the waste of breath. So, yeah. Some people get drained, and some people end their day tired simply because they was dealing with people that they didn't really need to be dealing with in the first place. But that's another True Talk Tuesday. We're not going to talk about that. What we are going to talk about is the masquerade. Can everybody type in the masquerade? Now, everybody that is on here right now has not hit the thumbs up or the heart, and I don't understand why that's not happening. And folk ain't shared it. See, y'all gonna make me do it. Y'all gonna make me do it. Y'all gonna make me do this, Cause on Facebook, I only see Charmaine and AA and Reba give me a likes, and let's see, Lasagna and Neva and Brittany and Caritha gave me hearts and Kasim. Eva just laughing at me. I don't know why for the Saints. But oh, y'all know I'm a mess with y'all. But anyways, I see y'all putting that in. Here's the deal. I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna start off for in the church. Because I most of everybody that's in here has either gone to or are in or is actively in church. And I want to talk, and I'm gonna hit it from the parishioner's mask, and then I'm gonna hit it from the leader's mask. Let me hit it from the parishioner's mask. First off, and let me tell you the reason why I'm dealing with this. The reason why I'm dealing with this because um because I said because Lord Jesus, this East Coast thing has been on me. This is Counseling Awareness Month. If y'all did not know, this is Counseling Awareness Month. And let me start off by saying this. If you have unresolved traumas, tragedies, issues, and all of that stuff going on, hurts and wounds going on in your life that are not resolved, find you some counseling. I know that they want to oil it away. I know they want to pray it away. I know they want to do all of that works. But you sometimes you need the Holy Ghost and some help. You need to get you into some counseling. That's why I offer it on my website. If y'all go to www.drchrismontgomery.com, I do offer counseling sessions. I'm a counselor, I'm a therapist. I have a whole doctorate degree in this stuff. This is what I do, right? Partly of what I do. And so you need to get you some help if you need help, right? After you get up off somebody's altar, go lay on somebody's couch, go sit in somebody's chair, right? And get you some help. Let me start off by saying that, especially with us skin folk that had this stigma that, oh, we don't go to counseling, we don't deal with that, you don't need no therapist, Gary, we don't need what happened in this house, stay in this house. That is one of the worst things that we did to ourselves. What goes on in this house stays in this house. You got wholly raped by Uncle Pookie, and you got to stare Uncle Pookie in the face at every family gathering and act like nothing happened. Auntie Quasha molested you when you were younger, and you gotta see her all the time, and she's your babysitter. You and your cousins, you and your siblings played house all of the time. And y'all know what I mean when I'm talking about that. You got felt up. You went through all of this stuff, and you got to act like nothing is going on. The devil is a whole lie, and his breath stank, and so does his mama. Listen, I am telling you, you need to get you some help if you need it. I had cousins that molested me and felt me up and did all types of stuff. Yes, I did, but I had to get some help because that perpetuated lives of lust and life of all of this craziness. Get you some help. After, and okay, I'm about to say something. It's True Talk Tuesday. So y'all type in True Talk Tuesday. If y'all type in True Talk Tuesday, I'll say what I want to say. But if y'all don't type it in, then I'm gonna keep on moving. Hey, Pastor Dino. I love you, Apostle Regina. I love all of y'all. My my TFD family. All right, y'all are, look, they all like True Talk Tuesday. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm saying, because many of you, and this is just the truth, I am not coming for anybody. Y'all know I'm not coming for anybody in particular. Okay. I'm not coming for anybody particularly. Shiloh, hey daughter, love you. It is not, hey Tisha. Okay, here it is. I'm not coming for anybody particularly. But let me tell you this. Okay. Okay. I'm telling y'all, trigger warning. Trigger warning. Okay. Here it is. This is what I want to say. This is what I'm going to say. Some of you go seeking counseling from people who are not skilled in it. And sometimes these people are your pastors, your leaders. They don't have the bandwidth, the skill set, the knowledge base to deal with what you have been dealing with. And the truth be told, True Talk Tuesday, truth be told, that is why a lot of people have left the church, because their issues were not handled correctly, because they were being handled by a people who were not trained in handling these types of issues. Your initial response, here it is. Here it is. My Reba going, but well, buckle up, Buttercup. Here it is. And so this is what it is. This is what it is. This is what it is. What happens is we go, and for instance, scenario, Sister Watermelon goes to Pastor Do Right. And what happens is she comes and she says, "Oh, my husband is beating me. My husband is raping me." Yes, you can be raped in a marriage. Can I say that? Can I? Am I allowed? Am I allowed? Yes, you can be raped in a marriage. Yeah, you can. And so if Sister Watermelon is coming to uh uh Reverend Pastor Do Right, and she's like, "My husband is raping me, my husband is doing all of this stuff to me," right? Then what happens now? What happens now is this. Pastor Do Right, if he is untrained, he grabs oil to pray for her. I'm sorry to tell you, prayer ain't what Sister Watermelon need. Prayer ain't what Sister Watermelon wanted. No. Love you so much, baby girl. This is not, this is not, this is not the time to go up in tongues and hukamashai and all of that. No, 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 no. You need emotional bandwidth. You need what we call emotional intelligence. You need emotional intelligence. Go get trained on how to get emotional intelligence. They have classes and courses for that. Emotional intelligence, cognitive and not cognitive intelligence. That's redundant. Um, um, go get trained in counseling. Go and take at least a life coaching course. But what happens is, because we in the bodies of the Christ have been so emotionally unintelligent, it has pushed people away, because we have taken the Bible and just pow, beat them over the head with it instead of having the training to walk them through their issues, right? And I'm gonna help you here. Everything ain't a demon. I know we're in a deliverance craze. I know that we love to go into spiritual warfare. I know we love the music. Uh 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 you know, all of that don't even get me started on that. Where they tell you to just hang on in there. Just keep praying. The Lord. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Thank you. All of this stuff, right? You Some of y'all go to people who aren't even skilled. They don't even have the knowledge base to walk you through your issue. And I don't care if you 80 years old or 8 years old. You need to go to someone who has the bandwidth, the skill set to be able to do it. It was, let me tell you, and especially us, us kinfolk. The reason why we only go to our pastors and our leaders and everything like that is because that's a very old-timey way, right? That is a very, that the slaves did that. From slaves and civil rights in the old days, they did that. Why? Because one, they could not afford a therapist. Two, they could not go to one at all. Three, it was considered shameful to go. Four, the pastors couldn't, watch this, but they went to the pastors, and what happened was the pastors could not afford to go to the schooling, go get the training or the schooling that was requisite to help them. But everybody went to the pastor, and the pastor would just tell them, hold on, let's just pray and everything. And the truth of the matter is, and I'm going to chase this rabbit down a hole, some of those pastors hear about your issue in your marriage, and then they take advantage of it, and then you find yourself laying up with your own pastor. But we ain't going to talk about that. I just felt that on the live. That was just we just going to let that rabbit go on ahead and go. But anyways, and so you end up in all of these predicaments. You end up in all of these predicaments. Right? You end up in these things simply because you went to someone who did not have the bandwidth, who did not have the training, the skills to help you through this stuff. That makes sense? I am not saying that you cannot, that you should not, cannot, or anything like that pray. Please pray. Pray. Because the truth of the matter is, prayer can sober you. Prayer can center you. Meditation can center you. All of that stuff. It can. It's true. But what I'm saying is, for Pete's sake, go lay on somebody's couch. Go sit in somebody's chair. Sit behind the computer. Book a session. Book a session with me. Go to drchrismontgomery.com and book a therapy or counseling session with me. This is what I'm trained to do, right? Or find you someone who you can do that with, because your best friend ain't doing it. I want you to ask yourself a question. You've been talking to your bestie about all your problems. Have they been solved? Have you come to a resolution? Are you repeating the same cycles? Are they giving you wisdom and knowledge to get out of it? What are they doing? Okay. All right. Some of these pastors are doing this in their own house with their own wives, family. Come on. Get you some help. Okay. All right. So, anyways, we're talking about masquerades. And I'm not going to hold y'all on here for long. Okay. So, especially when it comes to the church, these masquerades that we put on, for first off, especially in the church, for some reason, well, I won't say for some reason. I know what the reasons are, but many people play the masquerade. One of my good friends, and powerful woman of God, powerful psalmist of God, psalmist Tanya Baker. She has a song called "The Masquerade." Um, the words to Masquerade is, "The masquerade is just a game that we play while our lives are slipping away, no longer trusting in the Lord. Welcome to the masquerade." And it's talking about how people come into the church and put on these masks as if everything is okay. The truth of the matter is, and this is True Talk Tuesday, for the vast majority, the parishioners were taught to be that way. We preach so dogmatically on behalf of a God, or we paint God as a being, an entity, a deity, a God that demands perfection. You cannot do anything wrong lest you evoke or invoke the wrath, terrible, vengeful fury of God. Now, here's the thing. Does God have a temper? Does God have a line that he doesn't like to be crossed? Does God want us to be holy? All of that. Yes, we know all of that stuff. But the truth of the matter is, much of the church has been taught to fake the funk. Fake it until you make it, is what we like to say. We put on a mask so that no one knows what's really going on in our lives, lest we seem weak, lest we seem weak or vulnerable, or all of that stuff. You're taught this stuff by your leaders, and that's just the truth. I know you may not like it, but it is the truth. Many of the parishioners who come in and fake it, they're taught to be that way. They wear a mask of holiness, wear a mask of sanctification, wear a mask of worship, wear a mask of praise, all of these are masks that we put on. But then the truth of the matter is, we're taught that we got to be that way. So we do it because we see other people doing it. This is what you're supposed to do when you come on in the church. I know. Hey, Genesis. And that ain't what we doing. Okay. That's funny. That reminded me of Hamilton, Genesis. What did I miss? What did I miss? All right. Anyways. And let me tell you this. I'm telling you this as a leader. You do not have, now you can be protective, right? Healthily protective. You can be healthily protective. No, I'm not saying come to church and just air out all your laundry and air out all your business and do all of that stuff. That is not what I am saying by any stretch of the imagination. I am not saying that. But what I am saying to you is that as a parishioner, you do not have to come and fake the funk. Don't do that, right? Now, I'm going to circle back around. Let's talk about the leaders. Okay. We're going to talk about the truth of the masquerade of the leaders. The truth of the matter is, and I've done it before, and in some cases, the leader almost has to put on a masquerade. It has to put on a mask. I know y'all don't want to hear. I know y'all want me to say, no, I want my leader to keep it real. I want them to be okay. Let's have the conversation, shall we? Let's have the conversation. Because many of y'all are like, yeah, I want my leader to keep it real. Yeah, I don't want them to have to put on the mask. I don't, the truth of the matter is, if your leader really took off their mask, you couldn't handle that. Now, am I saying that is right? No. But what I am saying is, many of you could not handle the truth of the life of your leader. Many of y'all couldn't handle it. Many of y'all could not handle the fact. Like, for instance, let me just say this. Many of y'all can't handle the fact that your leaders are divorced. Can't handle it. You flipped straight out. You lost it. Your leaders got divorced, and then all of a sudden, oh my God. You can't handle the truth of it just didn't work out. But what happened was, because you have unresolved issues in you, you needed your leader to be Superman. You needed your leader to be Superwoman. You needed your leader to save the day. So they kept the Superman and the Superwoman on their on. They kept the mask on. They kept all of this on for you. But then when they finally go, I'm divorced. No, we ain't together. We divorced. We ain't together. All of this stuff, you freak totally out. Or you stop following their ministry. You get uninvited from events. Ask me how I know. You get uninvited from events. All of this stuff. Come on here. Because people can't handle the truth of the leader. And because they are so committed to you, they will hold up an image. They'll hold up an image to keep you happy or to keep you sane, because if they let you see their humanity, you will flip out. You'll lose it. That's just the truth. That is just the truth. And many leaders hold the mask on their face because you need them to hold it on their face. You need them to do that. You need that. You want that. This is what I'm saying. No, I don't air out all my dirty laundry. And the truth of the matter is, and the reason why I don't tell everybody everything that I have done, probably did, still do. I don't know what I do. I really don't do much. But the thing is, y'all know I'm either traveling or I'm at home. So, and so all of that stuff that you're dealing with, right? So what happens is the leader has to hold on this mask, and it's killing them. It's killing them. And that's why a lot of leaders commit suicide. That's why a lot of leaders quit ministry. They shut down their churches. They shut down their ministries. They go back into the marketplace and just work 9 to 5. All of that stuff. You are absolutely right. And so what I'm saying is, many leaders will wear these masks, not for them, but for you, the parishioner, because you haven't, I'm not being offensive to anybody, but you haven't matured emotionally to handle. You can't handle the divorce. You can't handle the adultery. You can't handle the fornication. You can't handle, I'm about to say something. You can't handle the same sex attraction. All of it adultery, fornication, same sex, all of that stuff the Bible classifies as sin. We know that, but you can't handle your leader having this struggle or this issue or this life-altering event take place because you need them to be Superman or Superwoman. And when you don't like what you see, you just up and leave, and you don't even know that that hurts the leader worse. The leader is already, and I'm just talking on behalf of leaders because I'm going to say the stuff that leaders don't want to say. Right? Are you hearing me? Oh, I'll never forget when me and AA started going through our go through. Whoo! When that whole process started, Jesus the Christ. Mighty God. People started wedging in, pitting people against each other and doing all of that stuff. Because they just couldn't handle what was the humanity of the leaders. Some of y'all find out that your pastor, some of y'all find out that your pastor had might have had somebody on the side. And all you know is your pastor didn't have nothing on the side. He had somebody on the side. But you didn't know that your pastor's wife wasn't giving him, Lord Jesus, it's True Talk Tuesday, so I got to go all the way in. Your pastor's wife wasn't intimate with him, wasn't giving him what he needed, what he desired, and everything like that. And so he was weak, vulnerable. Doesn't make it right, but that's what happened. And instead of dealing with the whole issue, you criminalize one. Oh, I'm gonna go all the way in. Don't push me. I will go all the way. Don't push me. First lady got a boo on the side, the co-pastor, first lady, the all of that stuff. Right. Pastor's wife went and had somebody, he went and had a baby by another man. Come on here. Pastor don't went and made a baby with another one. All of this stuff. And when it happens, you're like, ooh. And so that's why the pastors wear a mask with you. Now, am I condoning the craziness? No, I am not condoning the craziness at all. Pastor needs help. Pastor needs therapy. I needed to go to therapy. I went to therapy. This is what I did. Let me tell y'all what AC did. I went to a therapist and deliverance ministers. I had a threefold counseling, which was here it is. Here it is. You ready? You ready? Here it is. I went to a therapist / counselor, deliverance ministers, and I surrounded myself with prophets. If you want to know what you need to do, if you are a believer, let me help you here. I went to therapy and counseling. I went to deliverance ministers because I was taking on pathologies and spirits and stuff like that that did not belong to me. And I went to some prophets. I surrounded myself with prophets. I went through therapy dealing with why does all my relationships fail? Why does all my relationships end? Why does everybody betray me? Why does everybody walk away from me? Why are they always walking away from me? Is there something wrong with me? Why are they not loyal to me? Why are they not? All of this stuff, they're going. All of this stuff is going. So I needed somebody to counsel me through that. But those spirits of rejection and abandonment and loneliness and all of this stuff was all going through the life, all in my life, and so it was triggering. When somebody did something, oh my Lord, something happened to me, and I ain't even gonna give y'all all of it because it ain't none of your business. So because y'all can't handle it. So, anyways, when something happened to me, it broke me into, I mean, depressed. I was done for, over it, can't take it. All of that stuff. I had to, I had to then deal with the lies, and I had to deal with the abandonment. I had to deal with the rejection. I had to deal with the feeling not good enough. I had to deal with all of that stuff. So while I was in therapy, I had deliverance ministers that I was going to that was doing war and casting these spirits out of me at the same time. So when I got off a couch, I was on the altar. When I went on the altar, I was on the couch. And then I also had prophets that would see for my life. Are y'all seeing? Are y'all hearing me? They were seeing, because I was in such a dark place, such a blinding space that I could not see for my own life. I couldn't see for anybody. So there had to be prophets that surrounded me that would say, no, this is what God is saying. This is what is happening. This is what's going, everything. And all of that stuff, to the point where I had to get to the part where I could heal, trust again, believe again, and all of that stuff. But that's what I did. I had a counselor, a therapist, number one, that wasn't even saved. I'm not saying go find one that ain't saved, but what I'm saying is, I had a counselor. She wasn't saved. Went to a counselor. Number one. Number two, I had deliverance ministers, and number three, I had prophets that surrounded me and prayed to see for me. That's how I got whole. That's how I recouped back. And yes, that's what you do. Fall in and not fall out. And so what I'm saying is that, having that, and even still, I'm not going to say that everything is all intact and everything is just so and picture perfect. No, there are things that will still come up, but you've got to recognize when it's happening. And when somebody who is close to you or telling you the truth goes, something ain't right. You need to be willing to go, you're right. I need to go talk to somebody. I need to go, right? And it may not be your bestie. How you gonna talk about what's going on in your marriage with your bestie, and your bestie don't even like your spouse? Your bestie ain't like them from day one. Why you gonna talk to them? I'll never forget. There was an issue that took place, and what was happening was my ex was still around, and still a part of ministry, and still a part of all of this stuff. And so then, now when I was moving forward into new relationships, I didn't understand the damage it was causing, keeping the other one around, right? Or allowing the other one to still take up space, until it was actually said. Absolutely. TDP, therapist, deliverance, and prophets. Come on here. Right? And so when I had that, I was like, oh, snap. Let's start making moves. But then also, let me teach you about this with this whole masquerade issue, because masquerades will make you act like stuff ain't there that's actually there. I just said something to you. Masquerades will make you feel like or act like something ain't there that is actually there. It will cause you to ignore things. And some of you have parental masquerades, meaning you put on the mask because you need to be a parent. And so you don't need your kids to see what's really going on. You put on masks for as a child. You don't want your parents to know what's happening to you. You put on familial masks. You put on masks in front of your family because you don't want your family to know what's going on. And all the while, this is slowly but surely sabotaging you, your well-being, and it's sabotaging your other relationships that are around you. There came a point where I had to realize I need a True Talk Tuesday podcast. Really, baby girl, for real. I had to realize that I was sabotaging my future. I was sabotaging my present. I was sabotaging my ministry. I was sabotaging my businesses and everything, putting these whole masks on. I needed to get delivered from these masks. And so many people go around stressing themselves out. Go around stressing themselves out. Introducing stress and stressors to their yeah, really. Hey, Sandy Rose. Are y'all hear me? You introduce these things. For instance, I'll never forget. I was talking to matter of fact, I was talking to baby girl on the phone. I was talking to baby girl on the phone. I was talking to her on the phone, and was having a real good, kind of deep conversation about some things. Ain't none of your business. Ain't none of y'all business. And so what I said was, hey, I want to encourage you. Let's not introduce stress. So instead of saying, I gotta wash the dishes, I gotta do the laundry, I gotta take my kids here, I gotta take my kids there. What happened? I was like, why don't you just say, I would like to do the laundry today. I would love to do the dishes today. Changing even just your language will introduce a different emotion to your mind and your body. And many of y'all are wearing masks because you feel like Dr. Chris and Associates. That's funny. Many of y'all are wearing masks because you have convinced yourself that you have to. Now, notice I said pastors feel like we have to wear the mask. Parishioners in church feel like you got to wear a mask. People in business feel like they got to wear. You really and truly, you really don't. If you actually get the help and you walk through all of the go-throughs, trust me, you ain't got to wear a mask. Nah. It is what it is. I'll never forget Apostle Regina. I don't know if she's still on. Apostle Regina, you still on here? Apostle Regina Rhodes, right? She's the one who invited me to Vegas, extended the invitation for me to come and do the revival there in Vegas. We had an awesome, amazing time. Yes, she's still here. Okay, amazing time. But what she said to me, she was like, well, AC, just be yourself. Now here's the funny thing. She calls me Apostle AC. Apostle AC. Okay, nobody else called me Apostle AC, only her. We know that it's Apostle Chris. It's a double portion, she said. So it's Apostle AC. Don't nobody else call me that. But the thing is, why she said, AC, be yourself. And I did. And I was myself. Fiery, supernatural, prophetic, truth-telling, kind of in your face, cut you, heal you, sew you up, ascend you, do all of that stuff. I was myself. Why? Because watch this. I didn't have to do the mask. And now what I started doing, this is what I started doing in my ministry. Before I go preach places, if you invite me to come preach, I have a conversation with you. And she'll tell you, I had a conversation with her and the staff. What are your expectations? What do y'all this is how I flow. This is how I minister. This is how I do what I do. This is what I do, right? And it watch this. And then I'm okay if people say, "Oh, we don't do that here. That ain't what I want. That ain't what I want." Okay, well then you don't want me. I, because so many of you are so much behind the mask of acceptance. Y'all really want acceptance. You really want affirmation. You really want a big platform. You really want all of this stuff. So you put on a mask and you start. It's like the master of disguise. It's like what he used to say, become another person, become another person, become another person. And you become a whole nother person that's not even you. It's not even you. And then you wonder why you go back to your hotel room or go back after you done what you're doing, whatever it is, ministry, business, or whatever. You're in something that's not even you, and then you feel unfulfilled and incomplete because you're being somebody else. Genesis said, "I could, Lord, I could not stay there." I'm going to be a master, a matter. I'm assuming you meant master of disguise. Absolutely, multiple personality disorder. It is. You becoming Paul's. Now watch this. Paul did say, "I become all things to all men that I might save some or win some." Watch this, but he didn't. Watch this. What he meant was he wasn't becoming different people. He wasn't schizophrenic. He didn't have multiple personalities. What did he do? He pulled from who he was and he showed who he was to the people who needed to see a certain thing. Are you understanding what I'm saying to y'all? You don't have to wear a mask. The mask will kill you. It will suffocate you. The reason why you feel like you can't breathe, the reason why you feel like you can't make it through it, the reason why you are so easily triggered is because you got on masks that you need to take off. I love you anyway. Turtle, turtle. Listen, you doing all of this stuff because really there are some issues, unresolved traumas that are in you that you have not worked through yet. You need the Holy Ghost and help. And some of y'all done rejected the church altogether. You're like, I'm tired of this church. I don't even want to go to church no more. I don't even want to deal. And it's not because you don't love Jesus, and it ain't because you don't love God, and it's not because you don't even believe in Jesus or God anymore. It's not even that. It's the fact that you feel like you cannot be helped at church. That's the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Many of you simply just walked away from church. Some of y'all, I won't say many, some of y'all walked away simply because you got tired of hearing the same sermon that was no longer helping you. You got tired of hearing the same songs that was no longer helping you. You got tired of hearing the same prayers prayed over you at the altar that wasn't helping. You were not being helped. Why? Because the people were not trained to help. So you put on a mask. Everybody got on masks. So everybody with masks is trying to help everybody with masks. You know what? I'm going to have an event. I'm going to host an event. I'm going to host an event. And it's going to be called the Truth Tank. It's going to be Truth Tank. That's what we're going to do. Truth Tank is going to be a host. And then you just going to take your mask off. And we just going to talk about the issues. No judgment. But see, the truth of the matter is, half of y'all can't do it. That's why I host the retreat Breathe. That's why I do Breathe. That's why I do Breathe. When I do Breathe, the retreat, and I host it, my rule is I don't tell everybody where it's at. I tell you what city it's in. I tell everybody what city it's in, but I don't say where the actual location is. You don't know where the location is until you register. The rule is no pictures, no videos, or nothing. We sit as leaders, as parishioners, business owners, all of that stuff, pastors and everything. We sit and we deal with the stuff to breathe, because the truth of the matter is people are silently screaming. They are screaming and no one can hear it. So I have this event called Breathe, and they come and we deal with it, and then we go back able to breathe. That's all I'm saying. So the masquerades that we go on throughout our lives, oh yeah, it ain't gonna be in 2023. I have no time to host Breathe in 2023. 2024 is when it'll be. But what I'm saying is to you, and you, is you don't have to wear the mask. I've worn it, and I'm telling you, AC is not going to be wearing no masks. I'm not wearing masks anymore. I don't deserve to. I shouldn't have to, and I won't. And you need to make sure that you have that as well. Heal through your issues, heal through your problems, heal through your tragedies, heal through your traumas, deal with them, find someone that you can deal with them with. If you don't know who you can book with me. You can go on my website, book a session. I will, and I am no respecter of person. I'll help you. But at the end of the day, this masking that we do, it's killing us. And the mask is what's hindering the supernatural in our lives. Yeah. It's killing the supernatural in our lives. We can't heal other people because we broke. We can't work miracles because we need a miracle. We can't move in deliverance because we too bound up. We can't prophesy because we can't even see our own future. That's why all this the mask is blinding you. It's suffocating you. It's muzzling you. It's clogging up your ears. Have you ever held up? You know, everybody's done this before. Put your ears up. I mean, their ears up. Put your hands up to your ears and pushed in. You got a whole mask on. Whole mask. You know, the wrestling mask that covered the whole head and stuff like that. You got a whole mask on. And now, watch this. If you put your hands up to your ears right now and you push in, the only voice you're going to hear is your own voice. If people start talking to you, you might not be able to hear them. The loudest voice you will hear is your own voice inside of you. And that's what's killing many of y'all. Your mask is covering your ears, and that's why you've become your worst enemy. That's why you are your worst critic. That's why you are uh, uh, um, the loudest voice you hear, and it's hurting you. You are hurting you because of this. I hope I'm helping somebody. I hope I am helping somebody. Thank you, baby girl. I appreciate that. I love you. You are such an encouragement. That's right, Genesis. Thank you, daughters. I appreciate y'all. Are y'all? Hope I'm. I really do hope I'm helping y'all. I'm not just talking to talk. Many of y'all got. Many of you have these masks, and you need to be healed from these masks. These masks need to be taken off, and somebody needs to help you realize you can be free. You deserve to not wear a mask. It's true. You deserve to not have to wear one. You shouldn't have to wear one. Okay. Was it helpful? Last thing I'm going to say, because this is what many of y'all really, really like to do. It's what many of y'all really like to do. Mm. Um, ready? Because the truth of the matter is, you ready? Some people celebrate your mask. Some of y'all have people who celebrate your mask. They know you ain't being real, and they celebrate it. They encourage you. She said, we are not at a probate. Are you hearing me? Many of y'all got people who celebrate your masks. Tell it how pretty it is, how nice the design is, how well you did. No. You don't need to have people in your life that's going to celebrate your mask and help. And some of y'all got people who help you make them. Let's keep this image up. That's helping you wear a mask. Take it off. Take it off. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. All right. So listen. All right. Picking out your mask and the outfit to match. Come on with it. You know, that was actually good. That's good. I like it. I like it. That's good. I see what you did there. That's good. And you got the boot to the back. Yeah. All right. So listen, I hope this helped. And whether it's in ministry, whether it's in church, whether it is in business, whether it is in interpersonal relationships, all of that stuff. Listen, y'all, take the mask off. Discover you. And if you don't know how to uncover and discover you, find you somebody who's going to help you do it. I keep putting myself out there because I know that I do it. Reba Pendleton, she has a business as well, a counseling business, Elohim Counseling. Um, you can come to me. You know, she's licensed, me, counselors, licensed therapists, all of that good stuff. I'm telling you, find it. Find you somebody who can. And I'm just being real. It may not be your pastor, because your pastor may not have the skill set, the knowledge, the training in how to deal with it. And that's okay. That's fine. They your pastor. They not your therapist. Okay. And pastors, if you haven't been trained in it, learn how to refer them to somebody. Some of y'all got a whole therapist in your church, but you too busy taking all these sessions counseling people when you got therapists and counselors in your church. Send the people to them. That's all I'm saying. Anywho, I hope this helps. This has been a True Talk Tuesday. I knew it was going to be a trigger warning. Oh, I just looked at my last note. Some of y'all wear masks because y'all feel like people won't believe the truth. Some of y'all would rather live a lie because y'all believe that people won't believe the truth. So y'all put on the mask to hide the truth because y'all either don't want people to know the truth, or you feel like people won't believe the truth. I'd rather live a truth and people not believe it than live a lie and people believe it. That's just how I am. All right. So anyways, learn how to discover you, fully accept and own you, and move forward. Okay. What's the scripture for it? Let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. It's not just saying be true to your word. It means to be true to yourself as well. All right. So I love y'all. God bless y'all. I want y'all to have the most amazing evening. If you want to contribute to Chris Montgomery Global, y'all see I'm traveling a lot. This helps. Every seed into CMG helps. This is what keeps us going. It helps me take care of staff. It helps me take care of hotels. Helps me bless ministries. I always sow when I try to go places. Helps me do that. All of that stuff. We help other people as well. So and then all of this, y'all see the setup is developing and new equipment and everything. It's a soundboard right here, new mics, lights, all of this stuff is what's helping develop everything. So you see where your seed is going. Okay. And then not only that, but I got all types of, I was meeting with my executive director today, and I just realized pretty much my April is over with. I'm gone every week. And then I go into Anguilla at the end of the month, come back, and then got a conference right after that. And it's just keep going and going all the way into June. And then July, Trailblazers. So yeah, when you sow into the ministry, it keeps everything on, from this software to computer and everything like that. You guys support and you keep everything going, and I'm very, very, very appreciative. So if you would like to sow or partner or donate, We do keep track. And at the end of the year, if you request it, we will send you a letter of donation with how much you've donated. And so just make sure you do that. DRCM Global on Cash App and Venmo, DRCM Global on PayPal, DRCM Global at Gmail if you want to Zelle as well. Okay. All right, cool beans. Well, listen, I love y'all. God bless y'all. I want y'all to have the most amazing day. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all who sold. Dallas, y'all got next. Dallas and Houston, y'all got next. Dallas, I will be with you all next week for the Glory Hub Tour, April 14th through the 15th. And Houston, you are right after that in April, the 21st through the 22nd. The week after that, I will be in Anguilla, British West Indies, at our church plant there. And we're going to be doing the Glory Hub there. And we're going to be doing anniversaries services. We're going to be doing outreach. We're going to be doing a lot of things. So we're going to have an amazing time. All right. So listen, I love y'all. God bless y'all. I will talk to y'all soon. Tune in tomorrow for Bible study at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. All right. I love y'all. Talk to y'all soon.